Hello, everybody. It's Breanne here. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be doing a tarot reading today for the upcoming April 8th solar eclipse. Lots of powerful energies coming up here now. Intuitively, what I'm getting with this April 8th is I'm just seeing like the seatbelts buckling, like buckle up. It's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride. I think there's going to be a lot of things there are a lot of things happening behind the scenes, but it feels like there's a lot of sudden changes and I'm feeling like shakeups. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe the tower comes out or the moon comes out in this tarot reading. Um, but it's kind of that feeling like certain events are happening, and even though they may seem kind of rough and bumpy, there's kind of like light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. Like they're there for a greater good, even though if it doesn't seem like it, unfortunately, through chaos and through certain catastrophic events, that's a lot of the times when people will come together in union and work together and become this stronger community. And I think a lot of people are fed up with the government and just certain authority figures, and certain way that the life is playing out, where we don't have control over. So, or some of those external effects. But we're going to pull the tarot. I feel like could be a lot of fear-based agendas coming here. So it's just very important to make sure we're there to help our loved ones, we're there spreading love and light and just going within. You're never going to find that truth from within the ego. You really have to dig deep and go within and access that intuition and find the truth. And we all have that truth. We all have that greater knowledge. It's just tapping into that and getting into that vibration and going within. So let's take a look at the tarot and see what the upcoming April 8th solar eclipse energy has for everyone. All right, so now we've got lots of Oracle and Tarot on the deck or on the table here. So we're going to take a look and start with the past energy. So we have the Ace of Swords clarified by the star. So this is really beautiful. I feel like this is new breakthroughs that the collective is having, and that connection. I feel like we are deeply connected with our star family, and they're working together kind of behind the scenes to make things happen. So even if we're not fully aware of everything that's going on, it's like this divine connection that we're having in spirit. And this is a big confirmation from spirit. Like that's the truth. Spirit is like we have a big connection, and our star family is watching over us through this energy change and through this tough time, and everything that Earth is going through at the moment. Now, new breakthroughs and stuff coming through. I feel like we've made a crazy amount of progress. We were doing really well. I mean, the darker forces here, whatever you want to call them, the dark hats, they're losing. So, I mean, they're still gonna fight tooth and nail. So there's still some hiccups along the way, but it's like knowing that this is in divine timing, like there's a greater purpose to all this happening, and it's really going to come together with union and family here. I feel like we're all going to become more connected on a spiritual level. Like we're going to be aware of that. And we're going to find a lot of balance. We've got the temperance twice here as well. So that's quite beautiful. But I'm also getting like, this is kind of the calm before the storm. You've got the tower moment down here, which is clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. So we will take a look at this. But I feel like this could also be a lot of the crumbling of the financial system. There's going to be a lot of changes. And even though it might be some abrupt changes and sudden things happening that may scare a lot of people, or it can be like a fear-based agenda, we're going to overcome this, and we're going to work together with each other and as a community. So that's quite beautiful. I'd love to see these ones together, and that's in the placement of the past energy and that star as well. If we look at the artistic expression, I love that because this is that artistic flair as well. Um, kind of the star can indicate certain creativities, And it's time to kind of get that into, you got your intuition and your artistic expression that is going to also help move certain energies along throughout this solar eclipse. Now, if we look at the positioning of the Temperance and the Six of Swords here. Now, this Temperance, what I'm getting, the positioning here, this is of like us as a collective, and how the April 8th solar eclipse energy is going to affect us. Now, I think a lot of us are really kind of fed up, and we are. If you look at the Devil here and the Five of Swords, like, we are really fed up with the government. We're really fed up with certain systems that are in play. And it's like there's so many fear-based agendas going out there and that are trying to control us. And we aren't having that anymore. We're moving away, which this is beautiful. I'm loving the position of the Sun, the Chariot, and the Ten of Cups here. But this is showing the people, I feel like we are working together and we're moving away from like what's not serving us. I also feel with this as well, like our frequencies are uplifting with this solar eclipse as well. And we're not entertaining this fake facade anymore. It's like we can see this, how fake this is, and how they're just trying to do and say whatever it is they need to say to make us, trapped and in this fear-based mentality, because that's what they want. They want control over the people. So with this solar eclipse, I feel like also there's going to be lots of, for us to kind of really, for some of us to awaken and see, we have to sometimes see the awful things that, have really been happening over the, oh my gosh, thousands of years. And a lot of weeds have been pulled up. And I think there's going to be a lot of shakeups. We've got that tower moment there as well. Um, so these are things that are going to be happening that may be really shocking and surprising, but it's going to bring unity. It's going to bring the people together, and they're going to find balance in that. So it might be a very uncomfortable situations that is coming to play in the next few weeks here. But just know that like everything is happening for a greater good, and behind the scenes, like, look, yeah, exactly. Like, find the blessing in the current situation. And it's all about, going within as well with that intuition. You're never going to find answers by staying in that logical egotistic mind. So you want to move more within, do some meditations if you can, do it what it is that you love and enjoy, and help people along the way. Like, be kind and express gratitude is what I'm hearing here. Now, also with that Temperance as well, I'm getting, also have patience, because, we're going to definitely need patience since this is going to be a bit of a challenging time that we're going through, I feel. But it's kind of also remembering to follow that path and knowing that everything's happening at the pace or this way it's supposed to happen, because we have our star family here. Like, we are guidedly protected. And we have a lot of soul family watching out for us as well. So this is finding, people are moving away from more of this materialistic and fake agendas that keep going out there, and they're going to be more connected to the mind, body, and soul is what it feels like. So if we move on to the present, now this placement of the Sun, we have the Chariot and the Ten of Cups. So this is a placement of the present situation. What I'm really getting from the energies here of the present with the Sun, like, people, this is freedom. This is, people are moving away and they're entering into this successful and confident new reality, and they're moving forward full force. This is going to be a lot of fast movement, I feel like, as well. But it's like people are using their joy and their creativity and self-expression. There's a lot here about like your artistic expression and self-expression, and sharing that with others, creating that happy, joyful environment. And with this 10 of Cups, what I'm really getting is that the frequencies are shifting quite rapidly, with the solar eclipse. So really powerful and a positive movement that we're going through here. Now, if we look at the situation of the solar eclipse, we have the Devil and the Five of Swords. They're like, I feel like they're hanging on by a thread, and they're gonna try any means that they can. Like they're not just gonna say, okay, well, you guys won, I give up. No, they're gonna keep on pushing until they cannot push anymore. So again, lots of sudden changes with this tower moment. I feel like this is a lot also to do. I feel like the next few weeks might be in regards to issues with the financial system. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but one thing that I'm really getting here is, it might be a good idea to take a bit of money out of the bank, and just have a bit of a safety net here, because um, I'm feeling like with this crash and this crumbling of the financial system, there's going to be some issues or shortages, is what I'm feeling, at maybe the ATMs or the banks as well. So it might be wise to stock up a little bit on some savings. There's nothing wrong with taking some cash out, and then, worst case, you can always put it back in the bank if you need to. But I'm really strongly getting with this, these are the this is the advice cards here. So I'm strongly getting, jumping ahead a little bit, but with these advice cards, I'm strongly getting to, take a bit of money out and put it in a safe place where you have easy access to it that's not in the banking system. So have some cash on hand is what I'm feeling like. Because there's definitely, I feel like this April 8th, there's some hiccups when I feel like there's going to be some fear-based agendas as well coming out. The good news is I don't think, of course, there's still some people that are, just so focused on the media and the news, and whatever means in terms of that. But I think it's really important to, turn that stuff off and not focus too much on it, because it's just all it is this fear-based belief system. Like they're just trying to put fear into everyone so they can control it, in terms of like the governments and the financial systems. But there's a big shift. I feel like one of the big messages for this upcoming solar eclipse energy is adjustments, like changes to the financial system. So, if we look at the placement of the near future, we have the Two of Swords, and this is accompanied and clarified by the Temperance. So again, we have another Temperance card. This is finding balance. So a lot of, I feel like, unknown is happening. There's a lots of, and again, look at that. She's got the yin yang shirt. I love it. So again, finding balance in the new system or new energies that are coming to us. And there could be a lot of things happening behind the scenes that we're not aware of. So it's important to do kind of that with these Oracle shadow work as well, and use your intuition and realize that the greater you connect with yourself on a deeper level, that you can raise your frequencies, move into the preferred timelines that you want. And it's releasing any of these previous triggers. It's like learning to surrender, because just by pushing certain things down and not acknowledging and surrendering to them, it's not going to help the situation. You need to surrender to anything that's triggering you. And I'm also getting, be at peace with, everyone has their own path. So if, you have, I know we all want to help our friends and family, and we don't want to leave them behind. And if we see them struggling, it's like we want to reach out and help them. And I think that's important that we do. However, if they are not willing to try to help themselves or take the help, it's about moving forward on your own path. And it's like you aren't responsible for somebody else's actions and how they feel about certain situations. So very important to do your own shadow work, follow your intuition as well. and kind of go within. Again, yeah, like listen to your intuition here. And look at that, choose peace. So I think with all the chaos that's coming up from this devil here and this five of swords, like they're gonna try to do anything they can do in order to, you know, instill fear back into the public. So just be very cautious of things that you're reading online. I mean, you know, there is some good information out there, but it's about digging a little bit. See, again, like digging and making sure you're getting your information from the right sources. So go within, because if something doesn't feel right to you, like, you know, go within to that intuition and do your own research as well. Now, again, to kind of recap the near future of the solar eclipse energy here, this Two of Swords, I'm also getting, you know, this is sometimes a card of like meditation and going within, like using your own wisdom. But it's interesting because you also, we have an oracle up here, which is find a way to forgive. Oh, I'm not sure you guys can see that on the with the light there, but this oracle says find a way to forgive, and we also have one that says take action. So I think what this is referring to is like it feels like taking action to help anyone that may be on the fence or that is struggling, and use your own wisdom on this. But it's also that fine line is like, you know, don't pull yourself down to certain levels if you can't get through to certain family and friends. So really important message there, but just being in tune, like tune within, like if there's a rough time as well, with that two of swords, it's like try not to let any outside interference, like these guys over here, get into you and affect you. You know, tune out the outside interference and tune into your intuition and your wisdom. So listen to that intuition coming in is really what is coming through there. And again, with these advice cards, I mean, we've got the Tower and the Ten of Pentacles. I really just keep getting this is a crumbling of the financial systems. I think that a lot of the banks are not going to be getting bailed out anymore, and there's going to create some there's gonna be some chaos. I'm feeling like at ATMs, like you guys aren't gonna be able to withdraw money, or the banks are not gonna have money to give you. So again, while if there's a little bit of time, it might be a good idea to just have some funds on hand, you know, store them away in your safe or wherever it is. Again, we've got the King of Swords, or sorry, the King of Wands clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. And again, I'm getting like stockpiling that. So take action. So take action on your finances. I think everything is going to even out. I don't feel like it's going to be a really drawn out process, but I'm strongly getting a big message in terms of there can be a hiccup with the financial system in the next few weeks. So that's the main messages they're coming out from Spirit regarding the April 8th solar eclipse. Looks like we might have some a bit of a hiccup in terms of some energies, but everything, it's like with the sun here, it's like there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and there's this new leadership. I feel like new leadership coming forward as well that are going to be more for the people, but it's just that time of all the weeds getting pulled up and a lot of things that people are going to be shocked to see. They're going to be floored, like it's sudden changes coming up under the ground. So uncertainty. So I think again with that two of swords here, there's going to be a lot of uncertainties that are coming to play. But again, don't feed into this. Don't feed into this energy, because a lot of like all this that's going out is just this fear-based hidden, these fear-based agendas is what I'm getting. Let's take one more oracle and see what other messages are coming up from April 8th solar eclipse, Spirit. Refuge. Okay, with these two oracles here, the uncertainty and refuge, it's kind of like that, things may feel uncertain or we're not really sure what's happening behind the scenes, but just know that there is lots of love and like we've got lots of love and divine connection and guidance from our angels, from our soul family. So a lot of amazing energies coming in, even though if it is a bit of a bumpy ride, everything's happening for a reason. We have the sun here, and we're something else I wanted to mention with the advice cards here with this King of Wand and this Eight of Pentacles. I mean, this could also indicate, like I talked about, stockpiling money, but I think behind the scenes, like we've got, I guess you can call it the good guys or the white hats, like they're rounding up these guys right now. There could be arrests happening. I feel like a lot of political leaders as well are being taken down because we've got the devil and the Five of Swords. So behind the scenes here, with the near future, we have the Two of Swords. So the behind the scenes are, the good guys, our star family helping certain leadership and individuals take down the black hats there. So really positive messages. I feel like we're going to be seeing also a lot of new leaderships coming into play here, and they're going to be more in touch with the spiritual side, and they're going to be, I feel like this is going to be for the people. It's not going to be all about scandals and fake news and gossip. This is going to be a very balanced connection, and it's going to be giving back to the people. So really beautiful reading. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope that resonated with you. Sending you guys lots of love and light on this journey, and I'm wishing you all the best for the upcoming solar eclipse. Bye for now.